Hey, Whippersnappers, it's Tortoise of the Gray. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Pokemon Showdown Random Double Battles. I was trying to figure out what I was going to do for Thursday here, and you know what? I just kind of decided that I wanted to do something fun, and so we hadn't done any random battles in a while, and doubles is always even more fun, so why not? We're doing random double battles. We had an interesting team here this time, and we actually did pretty well. We went for the overheat on the Pinsir. I was considering Wild Charge, thinking it might Mega Evolve, but I didn't know if a random Pinsir would have a Mega Stone on it or not. So went for the overheat, and just as well, Pinsir went down to that as well. Then they bring in their Hitmonlee and their Klefki still on the field. I did get the sub up on Chandelure, which is actually going to be really helpful. Zipstrike is going to go down after taking out... Actually, I think Chandelure might have taken out the Hitmonlee there, but no, Zipstrike did it with a Wild Charge. So they bring in their Slacking. Thankfully for me, both Watchog and Chandelure have Protect on them, so I was able to throw up a Protect and completely just miss Slacking's whole threat here because he's got the Truant ability. He'll be loafing on every other turn, so we can just completely protect ourselves from his crap and just worry about the Politoed at this point since he took care of the Klefki himself for us. So at that point, we're going to throw the Energy Balls off at the Politoed, and then Watchog's going to go ahead and throw the Return on Slacking, and then we're going to Protect again to save ourselves from Slacking's nonsense here, and as well as Politoed there as well. And then we're going to come back and... he's going to loaf, and we're going to go ahead and kill him with a return from the Watchog. Very, very nice on the Watchog there. I love Timon, my Pat Rat, but I've never really used that line outside of Showdown before. So it was fun to play around with Watchog here. They finally did break the sub on Chandelure, and so that was too bad, but it didn't really end up mattering because we were able to take out the Politoed and come at them with both of our Pokemon 2-on-1 here. It shows Pinsir alive still over there on the side on their team, but that's just a visual glitch there. They're down to Dustox, and basically we're just going to kind of nick away at him here, and eventually he's going to go down. So we only had to use 3 of our Pokemon, and really it was Watchog and Chandelure who kind of did most of that work for us. But yeah, so a fun little doubles battle. Let's jump into another one, shall we? All right, here we go. Battle number 2. We load off with Uxie and Kyurem White here. And why is everything going so slow? Did I hit something wrong? I don't know. But we let off with the Uxie and Kyurem White, and I decided to just kind of go with it. So Uxie had Stealth Rock, so I set that up, and that was useful. And then I had Draco Meteor on Kyurem White, so I threw that at Palkia and took Great Rock off the field. So that worked out very nicely. Then they come in with Venomoth and Electrode. I'm actually going to be stuck battling these two for quite some time. They're going to do some good damage here. Venomoth's going to really hit Uxie hard, and I'm gonna hit back, but I don't really have anything that's real good against either of these two. So just going to kind of be like, well, these guys are low. Let's see what they can do. Electrode's going to finally take out Kyurem White. And then Venomoth's going to take out Uxie here in the same turn. At which point I'm going to bring in Ninjask and Flygon. I figured they'll be a good combo. Ninjask is flying type, and so that'll allow Flygon to use its Step Earthquake without having to worry about it too much. And they happen to be a good combo for taking out Electrode as well, just to hitting the Aerial Ace and the Earthquake combo there, cleaned out the team that they had set up. So then when they come in with Yanmega, who's going to take a lot of rocks damage, and then Smeargle, who's going to take a little bit. And so Smeargle's going to use the Fake Out, but I think that must be the only move that Smeargle knows because they continue to use Fake Out throughout the remainder of the battle. So that's a little unfortunate for them, I guess. They bring in Simisage after we kill Yanmega, and Smeargle's going to keep faking out, and Ninjask is pretty well equipped to take out the rest of their Pokemon with its bug and flying stabs, so that works out pretty well. And then we pretty much just knock away at Smeargle here. Nothing real fancy, just killing him. And we didn't even have to use Xerneas or Carbink at all in that battle, but yeah. So these are kind of fun. Let's do another one, shall we? Let's do it. Alright guys, battle number 3, and we are going up against a Mineshaw and an Arcanine with a Gourgeist and a Relicanth. There we go. So we're going to just go ahead. Gourgeist didn't have a whole lot going for it on there, and so I went ahead and just went for the Explosion, which ended up being pretty useful. I figured Relicanth is Rock type, so the Explosion wouldn't do a ton to him, and I figured, especially, you know, he took a bunch of damage there. I didn't know that was going to happen when I picked the move, but it ended up working out. We were able to take out Arcanine there, and then Mineshaw came back in, and Sigilyph was taking some damage there as well, so that worked out pretty well. Relicanth's going to take a hard energy ball from the Sigilyph and go down. Ampharos is going to come in and use the Discharge, which kind of spreads across and took out the Sigilyph and paralyzed Mineshaw while doing some good damage. So really good move there. Good turn for us. Bring Nidoqueen in then, and they bring in Bisharp and switch right out into Furfrou. Nidoqueen's going to use the Sludge Bomb to take out the Mineshaw, and then Ampharos is going to use the Focus Blast on the Furfrou, which doesn't do a ton. It eats its berry, which I'm guessing helps to weaken it. And plus these things are pretty defensive, as I remember. So that works out. I throw the Sludge Bomb off with the Furfrou now to take it out, and then the Focus Blast at the Armaldo. Armaldo's going to use the X-Scissor, which doesn't do a ton to us, so that works out. Both my guys are at 56% there when Bisharp comes in. Throw the Fire Blast up at Bisharp, take him right on out, no trouble at all. Then I'm going to use the Focus Blast again on Armaldo. I was planning to 1-2 punch the Bisharp in case Focus Blast didn't do enough, but he went down to the Fire Blast first, so then I ended up doing the Focus Blast on Armaldo again. At which point they left, and we won due to inactivity. But we would have won handily anyway. We still had 4 Pokemon left, so no trouble at all. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I've been Tortoise the Gray, and you guys have been great. Make sure to do those like, comments, and subscriptions for me, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good one.